Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, and welcome back to the Exploring LEGO Hub World series. This time we're doing 2014's LEGO The Hobbit. And so this is going to be kind of similar to the LEGO Lord of the Rings one I did, but here we have the whole map of Middle-earth as the hub. And so we're going to start here in Hobbiton here, and what's it called? Eredor. And we're going to go kind of to the right across the whole map, and we're probably going to end up over here somewhere, probably up here in Dale. And I am somebody who knows nothing really about the Lord of the Rings franchise or Hobbit, so this should be a fun time, just like the first one. I gotta say, I like how high-res that map is on this version. Like, LEGO Lord of the Rings was, came out on the Xbox 360, PS3, Wii generation, whereas this one was kind of like a cross-gen. I think this was on 360, but in PS3 and stuff like that, but it was also on Xbox One and PS4, so it received definitely a graphical upgrade compared to the first one. We have, I'm not sure what resolution this runs at. It's probably a native 1080p based on just the way it looks. It looks pretty sharp, so I'm going to say this game's 1080p. And so it goes to 1080p, and then on the Xbox Series X version, which we're running right here, it's upping or FPS boosting the game up to 60 or 120 frames per second. I forget which one, but basically we're running it at a high resolution and a high frame rate, which is always cool. Alright, so we're moving into the old forest here. And again, as I say in all of these Exploring Hub World videos, I'm not going to be exploring every single nook and cranny of these hub worlds. We're just going to kind of cover most of it, and just so you can kind of get a gist of just the size of these maps. And so this, a lot of this is reused from the first game, Lord of the Rings. But they have expanded it, I believe, a bit in this game, so hopefully we can show off some of those new areas. If I don't, I apologize, but we're going to show off a lot of this. So it starts raining, I think, every time you go into this forest here. So let's see, let's pull up the map to kind of figure out where we're going. So we have Bree, this is kind of the town area. Let me go down here. If I remember right, this is like where you got the Mithril Bricks and stuff like that, or Mithril Bricks, however you say it. Look at this, that little door there. And yeah, I think you went to the blacksmith. Yeah, this is it. I think the door is opening. Why does that door take so long to open? It's probably a hidden loading screen, in reality is what it is. So yeah, I think you'd come here. Gosh, it's been a while since I've played this game. I think you went to the blacksmith, and then you could craft like your bricks, which gave you basically like different abilities and stuff. So that's kind of cool. I think you got your red bricks there, but in this game I don't think it is red bricks. I think you get them somewhere else, maybe. I can't remember. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. I will be replaying this game at some point in the near future. Well, I don't want to say near future, but the next year or so, so I'll probably remember everything. Alright, so we're moving past Bree, and now we're going to be heading towards, let's see, Rivendell. So I think I forgot, or I just didn't show this off in the LEGO Lord of the Rings version of this video, so we'll try to show off Rivendell in this one. And what are these like brown doorway icons on the map? Are those the actual levels of this game? Let's see. I have a feeling that's what they are, but I just want to double check. No, they're not. They're actually different areas. So we're in Weathertop. Okay. I think these are just areas where there was like puzzles and stuff. Again, it's been probably 4 years or so since I've played this, so I'm trying to get my bearings. So what are the levels? Oh, the levels are these green signs. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, yeah, we'll just keep heading east here towards Rivendell, so we can show that off this time. So this is Weathertop, and so now we're going to cross this bridge, and I think this will get us to Rivendell, if the map is correct. Alright, there's a level right there. I kind of like how they have the levels kind of scattered throughout the hub world. I think it's kind of cool. I do think it's good to have like a central location for the levels, sort of like how in like LEGO Marvel Superheroes you could find the levels out in the open world, but then you could also go to the shield helicarrier and select all of the look at all those giants. But you could also go to the shield helicarrier and you had all the levels in one spot, in addition to them kind of being scattered throughout the open world. So I don't know, I kind of prefer both ways. We do have these campsites. These are where you can change the time of day, the nighttime, which is kind of a cool feature. Maybe I'll show that off at the end of this. I can't remember if I showed that off in the Lord of the Rings one. Again, I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been a couple of years since I recorded that video. and I have not rewatched it since. So I think this is kind of just this is going to lead to a dead end, I think. So I don't think I'm going to go all the way up here, the Troll Shaws. So I think we're going to turn around and sort of head back south a little bit. Let's see. So if we go down, so yeah, I think we want to go down and then east to get to Rivendell. So I think we're kind of on we're headed towards a dead end this way, where I think just some of the story missions and stuff took place. But you can see here, though, it is cool that they made the hub world so massive. And unlike the superhero games where you can like fly around and kind of cover a lot of ground quickly, these hub worlds really feel massive because, you know, they're all on foot. So it's it really increases the scale of the hub world, in my opinion. Alright, looks like we got some sort of a target puzzle here. And this is a 100% save file, so I have done everything. But again, I think it was like 2019 or 2020 when I actually did all this stuff. So I don't remember it off the top of my head. Alright, so we need to get across the water here. Luckily there's a boat for us, so we can go right across. We could go down the river, but I think we're just going to go directly across over here. Like so. Let's see, how does our co-op partner get across? Was that Gandalf on our side? Does he just... Oh, he just teleported in front of us. What do you know? We are playing as Bilbo, by the way. His Lake Town version. Can we get across this... I doubt we can get across that, so I'm just going to go across this way. And we're going to go all the way around because we're exploring Middle Earth. That's the whole point of this video, so we might as well do a little bit of exploration as we go across. Look at the graphics, man. Again, the increased resolution and frame rate of this Hobbit version over the Lord of the Rings version does make it look a lot better. I don't know what's the general consensus among you guys in the comments? Like, do you prefer... I think most people probably prefer the Lord of the Rings game, like in terms of levels and everything more. But I'm not sure about the open world. Like, if you're just judging it by the open world, right? I feel like this one is objectively better. Because it seems like it has all the same areas as Lord of the Rings, except it's even bigger. And it looks way better because the graphics, you know, it's running on higher end hardware. It's got a longer draw distance. Like, I remember the draw distance in Lord of the Rings was pretty terrible. Like, you couldn't see that far ahead, but in this game you can actually see there's not stuff popping in every 2 seconds. So, I mean, I know there's some Lego objects popping in, but it's not as bad as the first game. And let's see here. Oh my gosh, we went the complete wrong way. We did not get to Rivendell. So I guess I was supposed to jump over that water to get there. Huh. Okay, how about this? How about we continue? We're kind of going along the path throughout the map. How about let's just continue, then at the end we'll get to Rivendell. We won't skip it this time, okay? Alright, so this is the dead end, so I need to turn around here. It shows you how good I know this map. Not very well. But, you know, when you're trying to 100% these games, you kind of just go to the locations on the map where there's, you know, different bricks and stuff and puzzles you need to solve, but you don't really pay attention to the general layout too much, especially with a map of this size. So we're heading down here, and where is this location that we're in right now? Dol Guldur, I think is where we're in right now. Elven Forest is the more specific location. And man, look at what the heck? Okay. Looking behind at Bilbo, yeah, it looks like Bilbo's, his like headpiece, his hair doesn't look like it was like fully rendered there. It looked like the geometry of his head looked kind of basic, but maybe not. Maybe it was just the lighting. Alright, I think we have to go through the steps here. Gotta go through these little upper passageways to get around. Alright, let's just jump across here. I think that got us to the other side. And, alright. Is this a dead end? How do we actually... Do we have to go all the way up through Rivendell to get to the other side? Looks like we do. I'm not seeing another way around. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar enough with this game to know. Yeah, let's fast travel up to Rivendell. How about we do that? I was gonna say we're gonna do it at the end, but oh wait, we don't even have to go to the fast travel points. We can just fast travel from anywhere. Dude, that's so handy. Guys, I'm learning so many new things about this game. Well, it's probably stuff that I already knew, but you know, just forgotten after not playing the game for a while. All right, let's fast travel to Rivendell right here. I think is where we want to go. Yep. And so you do get this cool cutscene where the eagle kind of carries your Lego minifigure over. And this is basically a disguised loading screen, but it's a cool loading screen, you know? It's not just sitting at a black screen. You actually get to see your character physically moving across Middle-earth, which is kind of insane when you think about it. And here we go, dive bombing down. We do have this installed on the Xbox Series X SSD, so it definitely speeds up the loading times a bit. And here it is, guys, the Hobbit version of Rivendell. We did not show off this in Lord of the Rings, but we're showing it off here now. One of the key locations in the Lord of the Rings franchise. Look at all the elves everywhere. Lots of different structures and buildings. Gosh, this has got to be one of the best looking LEGO games. This graphically, it looks awesome. It holds up completely to this day, I'd say. Let's move down here. And let's see, how much do we want to show off of this Rivendell? I guess we'll just move in. We'll start moving out to, let's see, we head down. We need to head up this way to get to the east side of the map. So I think if we just keep following this path, we'll make our way over there. Let's see here. Go up here. Oh no, this isn't the right path. Let's follow the steps in the bridge. How about we do that? We'll make our way to the right side of the map. I guess if I can't figure out my way over there, we can always just fast travel, right? And we'll still show off most of the map. All right, I think I'm headed the right way here. Up the steps of Rivendell. But yeah, I know I got quite a few comments last time saying, "Oh, you didn't show Rivendell," so we're showing it off now, guys. Look at the waterfalls, man. Beautiful LEGO game, man. Imagine if they made, a lot of people have been talking about this, but I agree 100%. They need to make a modern version of this game. You know, this game's 10 years old this year, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. And guys, look at this. I'm just running around. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just trying to get to the east side of the map. Just trying to make sure that we're headed that way. It doesn't look like we're headed that way, to be honest. Let's see. I'm not sure the exact path to get over there, but you know what? To make things easier, let's just fast travel. Okay, so we are here at the High Pass. So I just fast traveled here, but yeah, we're just going to continue heading east. But yeah, like I was saying, with a new, like, next generation version of LEGO Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, I think that would be really cool if we got, like, you know, a Skywalker Saga treatment version of the Middle-earth games. I think that would be sick, man. I think a lot of people would be down for that. I've definitely seen a lot of people talking about that, you know, in comments and stuff, so I think it'd be fun. Let's see here. If we head in here, we are inside. This looks like a puzzle room. Alright, we don't want to go in here. I think all those little brown doors on the map are kind of like puzzle areas. So let's see if we can go around and see if we can find our way out of here and to the east side of the map. Oh, I fell off. Quick Break Games fell off. There's a level right there. Level start with the green flags. Alright, I think this is how we progress through this level. But yeah, it's kind of, you know, the map is so big with so many different passageways, like it's kind of almost hard to find how to get through. Uh-oh, did we reach a dead end? Is this a dead end? Do we have to fast travel to get over here? I don't know, guys. It seems like we almost do. I guess let's do it. Let's fast travel to the Pine Forest. Yeah, let me know in the comments if it's actually possible to walk across the whole map without fast traveling, because to me it almost seems like it's not, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Again, I'd have to play through the story mode to kind of see how you progress through each area there, because I obviously don't remember. Alright, let's head down, and the little dotted line, it tends to show, like, you know, the different pathways, but then the dotted line just disappears, so it's like, oh, I guess that's a dead end. See, is this a dead end over here? Yep. Interesting. We are kind of at a, like, how do you get back down? So yeah, I think we're kind of stuck up here. Let's keep fast traveling, I guess, so we can explore more of this. So we're kind of in this middle section of the map here. Thranduil's Kingdom. Alright, so here we are. Let's continue exploring the world of Middle-earth here. So we're in kind of a swampy area now. We have some elves walking around. And some of these random NPC characters that are standing around when you're normally playing through the game, like those are like side missions that you have to do. But of course, this is a 100% save file that I did a while back, so we've already knocked all that stuff out. Alright, so it looks like we're finally in an area where we can just kind of walk across the map. Seems like, oh, we fell into the water. That is one annoying thing about this game, is that it does not allow for any water exploration at all. Like, the second you touch the water, it just respawns you back on land. Alright, we're kind of in a maze right now. So it looks like we need to go this way, I think? Are we going the right way? Yeah. So this will lead us all the way around, it looks like. Mirkwood. Cool. But yeah, I wish the map was a little bit easier to read in terms of like how to get to other areas. But I guess you can select spots on the map and set that as your destination. Then it'll give you like the ghost studs. But it is a little bit tricky to navigate if you're not super familiar with the map. But I like that we can just kind of walk across now without fast traveling, so that was good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this game. I think, like, gameplay-wise and everything, I think it's the better game over Lord of the Rings. Just as, you know, a non-Lord of the Rings fan looking in, that's the way it seems to me, just gameplay-wise. But I think content-wise, in terms of the movies, I think Lord of the Rings is probably better. But again, one day I will watch the movies. I own them all, so it's just a matter of time of sitting down and watching those extended editions and getting it done. Look at this. We have a climbable wall there. I think you have to have what's his name? Forget his name. The creepy guy that says "my precious." I can't remember his name off the top of my head now, but I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. Let's see. Actually, I'm so curious now. I'm gonna pull it up, the character roster, and see if we can find him. Just because for some reason I'm blanking on his name. Golem. That's it. Golem's the name. That's right, because we just got the Golem video game a year or two ago, and it was absolutely awful. Which is kind of crazy, because that game was announced, like, way before the current gen consoles were even out. Like, it was announced in, like, 2018 or 19 as, like, a next-gen game, and I was like, wow, like, it's coming to next gen. It's going to be pretty advanced technology and everything. Looks like this is a dead end. And, yeah. It looks like maybe we can't get across. I don't know a way to get over here to Esgaroth. So let's just fast travel there. So this is Lake Town. I don't think Lake Town was in Lord of the Rings. So I think this is a brand new area for this map. Wish I could like compare right now the map from Lord of the Rings to this game to see like what was in this section, I guess, in the Lord of the Rings map, because obviously this wasn't here. So this is a very unique area, Lake Town. Just the entire area is on a lake, as the name suggests, supported just by wood planks everywhere. So pretty darn cool. Let's see. We'll walk around this area. I think you can, by boat, get to the mainland, but I think we're just going to fast travel for the purposes of this this entry in the Exploring Hub World series. But yeah, this is a little bit of a look at Lake Town here. Lots, if I remember right, like there were lots of side quests and stuff to do here. Lots of collectibles to find, so you'll be spending a lot of time here for sure. But yeah, that's a good look at Lake Town. Let's move up to the last section of the map, Erebor. And this is actually, let's fast travel up here. This is actually where the game spawns you by default every time you boot up the game. It just spawns you here at Erebor. This is kind of where the ending of the game takes place. Because unfortunately, as everyone knows, this game only has the first two Hobbit movies. It does not have Battle of the Five Armies in there. Alright, so here we are. And contrary to popular belief, they were not really planning on including the Battle of the Five Armies in this game. They might have planned it briefly, but I've had at least one TT Games dev straight up tell me on Twitter that he doesn't remember developing anything for the Battle of the Five Armies, like a DLC. It just doesn't make sense, like, especially when this game came out in 2014, they weren't doing, like, DLC expansions. They still don't even do that. At this time, like, they were still doing just basically character packs as DLC. So I think there was just some misinformation spreading rumors that there was going to be a third movie added to this game, when in reality, it was never really planned. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it. This is the kind of the final area, Dale, kind of a city area. This is like where the ending of the game takes place at the end of the second movie. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this entry of the Exploring LEGO Hub World series of Middle-earth Hobbit version. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Actually, before we end it, let's show off the transition from day to night, just so I can show off a little bit of nighttime, and then we'll end things off. So all you do is go up to these little tents, and then you hit yes on change your time of day, and then you get this, to be honest, kind of too lengthy of a cutscene in my opinion. I think it's a loading screen, but I think it has like a set length because, you know, this is installed on an SSD, so obviously it should be loading way faster than this. Alright, so here it is, nighttime. So this is kind of where you spawn, and it also starts out night by default every time you beat up the game in my experience. But yeah, that's kind of the transition from night to day. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this entry in the Exploring LEGO Hub World series. Let me know in the comments below if you like this video, dislike it if not. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.